This is my brand new kitten.
Oh, bless. Oh, that's adorable right there.
Her name is Stormy.
Honest to God, the best thing about Zoom interviews is meeting the pets. I tell you, it's the best.
Go, run wild.
Hey guys, James Wilson Taylor here for Rock Sound. Now, Mass Wolf has just released a huge new collaboration with Bring Me the Horizon, and I'm delighted to say he is here to tell us all about it. How are you, man?
Yes, sir. Good. How are you?
Not too bad, man. Not too bad. Good to see you, dude. Good to see you. Let's dive right in with this track, man. It's really exciting what you're doing here. This is really, really cool. The single's called Fallout. Let's just start there. Tell me a little bit about when this idea started coming together, how you kind of started writing this particular track.
I think it started around June to August of last year, where my manager just hit me up and literally, he's like, "Yo, there's this band, Bring Me the Horizon. They're very big, but they want you on a track." And I've always been very open to different genres. Like before that, this song, even like writing it or hearing it, I've been working on, pop punk stuff and heavy metal rock and things like that. And I got sent the chorus with the song from Ollie. And I mean, I pretty much fell in love with it straight away. I really like the darkness to it. A lot of people that listen to my stuff know that darkness and sort of emotions, feeling down and out, is where I usually go with my songs. And then from then on, I sort of had to like, complete the jigsaw puzzle and just do my verses and try and align it with what Ollie was saying at the same time.
Yeah, it's got to be a really, really nice thing to be able to, like you say, mix up in a slightly different area for yourself. That's interesting to hear that you really like to mix in a lot of different rock genres in there that we haven't necessarily heard from you just yet.
Yeah.
So, in terms of approaching that style on this track, I mean, this is so indebted to that classic early noughties new metal type vibe, and it's really, really cool to
Yeah.
see a new take on it. What was your approach to that, and how was the kind of direct collab actually working with Ollie? You know, he's again another very collaborative artist, really likes working with other people.
Yeah, I mean it was super easy. Like he has his production side that want to do their things for his vocals, which is fair, and I have my own production side. For me, like I guess it things can always be difficult. We can always make things difficult when it's like a collaborative process, but um it was literally, here's the verses, guys, what do you think? And then it was like, this is really good, we're really happy with this. And then it was like a waiting game of like when release is going to happen.
It's nice when it clicks as quickly as that, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's really
yeah.
cool when it comes together like that. How familiar kind of were you with their work before all this? Then, like, I mean, clearly you're a fan of this type of genre and lots of different genres, like we've been saying. But were you particularly familiar with the stuff they've been doing over the years?
I live under a rock. So like my manager will mention like bands to me even from the 90s and early 2000s. And I'd be like, who? And he'd be like, you're joking, right? So like it's not to like I guess diss bands and any other genre. It's more like I live under a hip hop realm and world where that's how I, define my passion and how I became to like writing and getting into lyrics and stuff. So for me, like, yes, I'm into like when I say rock, like I mean, for me, like the furthest I went at one stage for even like a band was the Beatles, not
Okay.
even rock, you know
Yeah,
what I
sure.
mean? So or like, and then I sort of went into like Foo Fighters, that was like, and then that led to like Imagine Dragons. So like the heavy metal stuff has never been like something I would listen to on my own, like in my own time. But when I hear something, no matter what genre it is, and it clicks with me, it doesn't really matter what the genre is because it's more about what's being said, but like in front of the instruments and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean that's interesting then, because like you mentioned previously that you want to play around in lots of different genres, like we keep saying, and things like you said pop punk a second ago and stuff like that. Is where
Yeah.
does those inspirations kind of come from for you? Is that just about challenging yourself a lot of the time? Like I
Yeah,
want to see if I can achieve that.
exactly that. It's exactly that. Like, I feel like if you restrict yourself to one genre, you restrict yourself in growing. So for me, like, I can write a rock song with ease. I can write like a pop punk song with ease, but can I actually be on it? Can I push myself to like sound or give that type of like, hey, this fits well, but it's different. And I felt like that's what Fallout was. Like, honestly, like you hear the chorus at the start, it's very slow. The lyrics are meaningful. Then you hear my verse and you're like, oh, it's just a rap verse. And then towards like minute 50, 2 minutes 20, it's like, oh, this is the Bring Me the Horizon we know. And then it quickly snaps back to rap again. And then it really kicks in. It's like the build up and progression of it is really what I loved about the song as well.
Yeah, really nice mix in there. And like I say, it was cool to see you guys kind of launch it over on TikTok because I want to mention the fact that, you've obviously had some huge success over there in the last year. But also
Yeah.
something that the Bring Me guys have really been pushing, even with some of their older songs like Can You Feel My Heart, suddenly had this kind of big resurgence on there. And I always kind of want to get people's take on it because it's so easy to be like, hey, you've had TikTok success, and so have so many artists because it's obviously such a useful tool now. But what do you kind of think of it? What would you say is kind of your approach to it? I feel like every artist kind of treats it in a little bit of a different way, kind of figures it in a kind of different kind of headspace with it. What's kind of been your feelings around it this time around?
I feel like if you make a song to approach TikTok, it's never going to be a TikTok song.
Absolutely, yeah, I would agree.
So, I mean, like when I'm with someone in the studio and they're like, oh, let's make something cool for TikTok. It's to me, I already get like the cringe feels. Like Astronaut in the Ocean was never made for TikTok because we didn't even know about TikTok when it was released. When I completed Fallout, there was one bit that that I was like, this is going to do well on TikTok, which is when he whispers and he goes, "There's a darkness in me. I will never let it go." I was like, okay, I know what's going to happen here. That's your TikTok 6 second phrase, but you never make a song for TikTok. You let it happen like freely and naturally, and then you might find yourself that you have a TikTok line in there that you never thought would actually be on TikTok.
Yeah, it has to come naturally. I fully agree with that. And that's why it was so nice to see what happened with Astronaut in the Ocean for you, man, because it did feel like this sort of, very, very cohesive, very natural progression with that success. Tell me a little bit about, I guess, a little bit about when that track came together, but also how you kind of reflect on this. I mean, it really has brought you a huge new audience over these last few months, right?
It's yeah, the song literally changed my life. Like there's like I went from working full time to doing music and having days off when I want and being my own boss. So for me, I wrote it in early 2019. It got released in 2019. It sat there for about 2 years just doing okay numbers. I had like zero. I started my socials from zero. And it just was kind of like a snowball effect, as I tell everyone. Like it was just crazy. And once people saw, the thing with TikTok is once you start getting that snowball effect, people just use the sound no matter what because they know it will bring views in. The difference was with Astronaut in the Ocean that was happening as well, but majority of it was people actually love the track. And there's always like that 60-40 or 70-30 hate love, but for me it was like people were telling me that they loved it before and that it was going to blow up. So I mean, it did what it did, man. It's still doing numbers, which amazes me. I've still got like constant people talking to me about it. Like I just heard Astronaut in the Ocean. I'm like, have you been living in a 4x4 room with soundproofing? So yeah, it's just crazy. I'm sorry if you can hear that. That's my cat hitting a ball
Oh,
around.
I'm loving the cat working in the background, man. That's my favorite thing
Oh, you
about
can
Zoom
see it. Is this
calls.
going as video?
It is going as video, my man, but I
Oh,
love
wait.
that. Don't
Hold
you
on.
worry.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Hold on.
show it off. Show it off.
This is my brand new kitten.
Oh, bless. Oh, that's adorable right there.
Her name is Stormy.
Hi, Stormy. That is so, so sweet,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Love
yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, dude. This, honest to God, the best thing about Zoom interviews is meeting the pets. I tell you, it's the best.
Go. Run wild.
Again, congrats on Fallout, man. I think it's a really, really nice fit with you and the Bring Me
Yeah, it's
Boys. It
doing
really,
well.
really works well, dude. So congrats on that. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you in the UK over here at some point for some live shows and all that kind of good stuff. But in the
Yes, sir.
meantime, take care of yourself out there. Take care of that cat as well. Looking very sweet. Looking very
Trying.
sweet. And yeah, we'll catch up with you soon, I'm sure. All right, man.
Get ready for the music video.
Oh, exciting. Oh, right. Thank God you teased that. Because I could have easily let you get away here right now without mentioning a music video. Right, so is this going to be similar to what we've seen you teasing with the social videos, or we got a completely new concept?
It's like a bit of a different concept. it's a bit harder when you have to record part of it in Australia and part of it in LA because I'm based in Australia, which makes it more difficult. It would be cool if like I'd be standing next to Ollie and stuff, but we have this concept going. It's pretty cool, and I think like a song like that just deserves a music video. It's kind of weird without it. So yeah, it's very close.
Interesting, man. We look forward to seeing that. All right. Take care of
Easy.
yourself in the meantime, man. All right.
Thank you, man. Pleasure to meet you.